What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again, guys. Here, the 2025 Denny Hamlin Sportclips Toyota Camry here in the studio. Let's go ahead and check it out. And here we go, folks, for today's Diecast review. The Denny Hamlin Sportclips Toyota Camry is here in the studio. Now, I want to say this is the first Denny Hamlin Diecast for 2025. So, fortunately, it is released. We're going to be getting, excuse me, the Daytona 500 car. Should be coming out pretty soon. And I imagine maybe one other one, hopefully. Anyways, what a cool looking paint scheme. Finally, we got a clean edition of this car. If you remember back in 2024, they made the Clash Race Twin, which I did a diecast review on if you want to check that out. But they didn't make the clean version, so this is technically the first time ever this one got made as a non-race twin. Let's go ahead and check it out. And here we go, folks. Diecast, brand new out of the box. And what a very modern touch of the Sportclips car. He's been sponsored by Sportclips for well over a decade. I mean, they've had so many different nationwide Xfinity paint schemes, the Cup Series. Great to still see him in the sport. You know, it kind of reminds me of Casey Kane because he was sponsored by Great Clips, and Denny Hamlin was sponsored by Sport Clips. I don't know if they're part of the same thing, but two different brands, or they're actually competitors, but I always thought that was kind of interesting. So, here's the front windscreen of the diecast. You have Hamlin there with the Toyota badge. You got Sport Clips with the hood louvers. W. Lionel for removing the shadow effect on it, because if it was, you know, shadow affected, it would really distort the wording. I'm so glad they got rid of that. It looks so much better. It gives you the idea that the hood louvers are there, but it doesn't ruin the font, so to speak, of the wording. You got haircuts there as well, to the front of the diecast. I really like gradients. That's one of my favorite things about paint schemes is gradients, and this one is heavy on that. It's a dark red to black transition, very, very sharp. Got the number 11 there, Sudoku Camry. The headlight decal's a little bit off. It's a pretty difficult area to wrap because you have the diecast hammerhead style front end. If it's not perfect, like the Camaro headlights, it's very easy to see. It's not something like maybe the Ford Mustangs or the Gen 6 era where you could kind of goof it up a little bit and it's not going to be very noticeable. This one, it's pretty darn noticeable. Got Joe Gibbs Racing there with another Sudoku decal on the left side of the car. And 2025 has been one of the most interesting years of Denny Hamlin's career. I've been, you know, watching NASCAR for, it feels like my whole life at this point. And every week it was always the FedEx car, right? Well, now he has so many different sponsors. One week it's the Yahoo car. Next week it's a Sportclips car. Then now he's got, the AM/PM car, the debt relief car. Then he adds in the discount furniture car. Just so many different sponsors. Oh, yeah, the progressive car, right? And then the cat, he's already won like 4 races here in 2025, so hopefully a bunch of race to win diecasts get produced. And it's just remarkable. All the different sponsors Hamlin has nowadays, and how he used to be a one sponsor cat. Now he's got a whole a goodie bag of sponsors. So it's kind of interesting. Got the number 11 here, which is a really creative design. It's almost like they just removed the color for it and it just blends in with the rest of the paint scheme, but then you have that gradient effect around there. I like that a lot. Then you have this design over here on the rocker box of the Mobil 1 decal. Got Sportclips haircuts. Like how they used a lot of the real estate here. I imagine as the year went on, they probably had some other sponsors signed on. This being the first Denny Hamlin release of the year, this is probably before they actually signed some of the other sponsors. I think AM/PM was a late ad. Obviously, Progressive was a late ad as well. The furniture store sponsorship, that's a late ad. So if I had to guess, this car ran now, you would probably see some more logos. So this is not I would say a oopsie-doo on their part, so to speak. This is probably how it was on the racetrack early on. Got Goodyear Cup Series. Got the Denny Hamlin signature. I love the signature of Denny Hamlin. It just looks really cool. It's old school. Back when all the drivers, back in the Nextel Cup and the Winston Cup era, they all had signatures above their doors just about. So that's a cool little tradition he's kept going. Got Yahoo National Debt Relief there. He ran that at the Daytona 500, almost won it. Coca-Cola, Interstate Batteries, Joe Gibbs Racing, I think, and Toyota. Go to the back panel of the diecast, you have Sportclips haircuts. That is a really cool effect, how the haircut part of the logo is actually sitting on the bottom of the trunk area. That's actually pretty cool. Toyota Mobile One, got the number 11. Got Camry. Go right side of the diecast here. And again, it looks kind of plain because there's a lot of areas of sponsorship. But again, this is an early portion of the paint scheme. I think they covered up some of the logos as the season went on. So I don't think that's a creative design flaw is what I'm trying to say. And just what a cool looking paint scheme, though. I really like it. The gradients look really tough. Go to the top of the car. Then you have obviously the inverted color palette here, how it has the black number 11 with the red outlining. Hey, it's the channel colors, red, white, and black. I like that. That's pretty cool. Sportclips right there on the roof of the car. Hamlin on the back window. Then you have kind of a makeshift contingency panel, but instead of it on the side panel, it's on the deck lid of the car, which is kind of interesting because you have 4 random sponsors here. I mean, there's a boatload of real estate on the side. I don't know if I would have put them on the deck lid, but maybe that's where they wanted to be. I don't know. Got Sportclips, DN, Mac Tools, Simeon's, Lincoln Welders, and Sherwin-Williams. And another interesting thing about Denny Hamlin is many, NASCAR wins this cat has had. I mean, we're talking, he's won the Southern 500, he's won, oh my goodness, he won the Coke 600. He's won like Richmond about 6 million times. He's won Martinsville about 6 million times. He's won at all these different racetracks. I want to say there is less than 10 race win diecast ever made for Denny Hamlin's career in the 164 scale, and I'm not even tripping on that. Like I legitimately believe, because I know they had made the Coke 600 race to win, they made the Richmond race to win from 2022, then they made his Pocono race to win from 2023. I want to say they made Dover in 2024, maybe Richmond 2024. They made one of his Bristol wins, which I think it was Bristol 2023, the fall race. Then they made the 2024 race to win. So that's like 8 total right there. They made his Kansas race to win from 2023, so that's about 9, give or take. They made all 3 of his Daytona 500 wins, so that's about 12 race to win. So, I mean, you start putting 2 and 2 together. As massive of a Hall of Fame resume Denny Hamlin has had, they have barely made race to win 164s. But now, finally, after all the years, they're finally going back, and they're not going back, but they're finally getting them made in the 164 scale. From my understanding, I think his Darlington win and I think his Martinsville win at the time of this video from 2025 looks like they're going to be made in 164 scale. I don't know that for sure, but it looks good so far, I think. The progressive car, and then, of course, the throwback Sportclips car, I believe. That was a Carl Edwards paint scheme. So my point is, I'm really glad to see Denny Hamlin fans able to get 164s of his race to wins, because, I mean, you look at all his stats, it's just crazy how they never made anything outside of his Daytona 500 wins until pretty much the Gen 7 era started, which is just bananas. I mean, they might have made, let's see, I'm trying to think back at the NASCAR Authentics line. Did they ever make a race to win non-Daytona 500 Denny Hamlin car? I'm drawing up a blank. Maybe I'm missing one. I don't know. Thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a blessed one. Diecastbuffet signing off.